Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome, and as always, thank you so much for being here with me today. Hi, Susie. I'm so glad you're here. Let me put my comments here. Yeah, it's not terribly cold. I guess that you get used to certain colds, right, in the end. But I have to tell you that, yeah, I went without gloves for whatever reason. And I was cold. I was cold. And then you know how you get distracted, and I was trying to get everybody in and saved and locked up, so I don't have to go after the live because then it's dark and a little creepy in the end. So I just moved, and I was doing it before. I don't know. I went there like at 5:30, and then so I was running, but yeah, it was pretty cold in my hands. You'll see them; they're a little red just because they're cold. So I am so glad you guys are here. Let's get going. Couple of things I want to show you. Well, first of all, if you don't know, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you want to learn more about Stampin' Up!, about the products and other things, please send me an email to Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com, and then we can chat about it. Sorry, my brain is kind of like all getting focused here for a minute or two. So it just send me an email. I would love to chat with you about Stampin' Up, about the benefits of becoming a demonstrator if that's what you would like, and in general about the quality and the products of the quality of our products. If you want to go and visit my website, that's mariascraftingcorner.com. There I have a little tab on the top that that has a lot of rewards, or the explanation for the rewards. So if you buy $50 before shipping and taxes, you will get something for free. This month it is the texture check memories pack, and I think it's just a great addition to your collection. You know, Susie, we have deer, we have raccoons, coyotes, we have all sorts of thingies, right? In the end, I always, carry my light and take the dogs with me and all the good stuff. But yeah, if I can do it before the live, why not? It's just light, and it's also easier to collect the eggs for me. So just in case, that's also true. The way I don't disturb the chickens in the you know. Hey, Miss Judy, how are you? I am so glad that you guys are here. Um, so, anyways, that's one thing. The only thing I want to show you, let me put this right there, is the new online exclusives. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I think some of them are really beautiful. I will tell you, I got the rhinos and these elegant borders. I absolutely love them. And then there is some very beautiful paper. I show it to you. I'm moving this a little quicker. I'm showing it to you. I've shown it to you, but here it is. Very beautiful paper. I love this. It looks like this color is new. I mean, it's not new. It's a returning color. I guess that by the time I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I did not have any knowledge of it, but people are like, oh yeah, so I don't even know how it's called, but it's very beautiful. I really like it. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that, and also don't forget the clearance, because we have some pretty awesome deals, I have to say. Okay, let's see if this works. There I am. I'm getting tech savvy here, guys. Very impressive. So, what are we going to be working today? We are going to be working today with a tunnel card. Tunnel cards are not new by any means. Ooh, nice. Judy says she's been busy making cards. I'm very envious. I've just been, working. So I have to tell you guys that my puppy is right here with me, and she's like right next to me. No personal space in this world. So if I keep looking down, it's because I don't want I don't want to like step on her. And I also have to keep a quick eye on what she's doing because she still have those puppy needs of chew and chew and chew and chew. And I don't know why I did not let her outside. Well, I know why, because she's in heat, and I told you guys about all that. And so it's been quite a thing with the other dog. We have a very big dog, could be even scary, and all he does is whine all day long. It's just hilarious. Anyways, let's get back to the tunnel card. So tunnel cards are very simple to make. I saw several options, and then I finally got into one that I think is the one I like the best. It was pretty easy to make. It does not have like weird cuts or anything, so that's what we're going to do today. I saw that one from a it's an old blog. I think it's no longer active even, which is very sad. I'm trying to look for it so I can give you. But she has a lot of beautiful cards, more into the, how would you call it? More into the kind of chubby cheek set. But yeah, very, very beautiful. So her blog is called Cindy Watkins at blogspot.com. So very nice. She has, this blog was from 2020, so it's kind of on the older side, but she has a lot of those kind of just vintage and shabby chic cards. And again, I just found it on Pinterest, and I like her way of doing things. I think the blog is in all in inches, so I didn't even have to do a whole lot because it's just very simple to follow. Anyways, let's get started. I'm sorry. What are we going to be using today? Yes, we're going to be using one of my favorite sweets from the annual catalog. You guys know that I've made a couple of cards with it, and it's just very inspiring to me. And that is the happier happier than happy. Oh my gosh, let me bring my paper because I know they're the same. Happy forest friends, I guess. I don't know why I'm always so lost. Anyways, guys, I loved it. So, and I'm also going to be using the Greatest Journey. I'm going to be using Mountains of Thanks and these stamp and the dies. I really like them. So let's get going. What are we going to need today? Choop, choop, choop. I have some dimensionals are a little pushy here. So this is a piece of 11 by 5.5. So 11 inches by 5.5. Score in the middle, which is 5.5. I had already scored that. I didn't mean to, and then I did. And so that is just very simple. Score in half, right? And so yes, this gives us a square card, and you can buy envelopes for this in Amazon if you're interested in mailing them. We are good. Happiness abounds. Thank you, Sissy. What would I do without you guys? We are going to need, so I'm not going to bring I have all my little pieces here. So this will be the front, and this is just an 1/8 smaller, and this would be an 1/8 smaller. Same as always, all the measurements will be down below. No, I don't think it's happiness abound. Let me Google it. I was going to say, it's not Googling. Let's see. I think it's, come on. Let me see. I'm sorry about that. It's not like I'm going to have them memorized, but I should know by now to have these research before the live, and I always forget. It's Happy Forest Friends. So it's beautiful. I always get confused because the stamp set is called Happier Than Happy, and that's where I get, oh, confused. Too many happiness. Too much happiness, I guess. So we are going to need 3 pieces of these, and this is just our regular, need 4 pieces of these. That is just a regular 4¼ by 5½. So your regular card, and this is going to be scored, and I already scored it, but we can do it together. It doesn't matter. We're going to score it at the half inch mark. Let me remove that. We're going to score that one, and then we are going to score these at 2. This is the 3¾ or you can just turn it around and score there, right? Okay, let's remove this 1 second. We are going to fold this. I'm going to bring my bone folder and go crease those very well. And I have these already. This is 1 piece of the designer series paper. This piece is, let's see, it's 3⅛ by 5�3. And same as always, you guys know I will have those measurements in the description down below. I've told you I have had less time to write my actual blog, and so definitely have had to put the dimensions right there for you guys so you don't miss it. We are going to add this. We're going to start with the decoration, and I have my Stampin' Seal Plus here. I have to tell you, and I know Judy is going to have a blast with this. So a while ago, I don't know if you remember that I had a Stampin' Seal Plus, and for some reason the piece it didn't work. It just did not work. Well, I've been using it on its own, like almost like a turn tape. It's kind of funny. I just figure you guys will get a kick out of it. And we're going to align, center these as best as we can, and align and adhere. And I'm going to bring, I'm sorry, this is the decal rectangles. I don't know if you guys have them. I bought them recently, and guys, I have to say I love them. Absolutely love them. And we are going to put this in here. And just, I am really eyeballing this. There is no, there's no like measurement or anything. If you are, if you want it more exact, you can do that. I just chose to eyeball it, and it's been fairly okay. I'll show you the other cards later and you'll see. So I'm going to bring, and if you guys don't have this, you absolutely need this. This is our tape, Post-it tape that allows us to run these through our embossing machine, die cutting machine, and it will not move. And it's very important. And I'm going to do this here with you because I wanted to show you how it goes. I'm far away, I know. Hi. Okay. This would not take too long. So I do have my other panels ready. And I have here the decal rectangles. You see how many options you have here. I absolutely love them. I love this, especially, if you're going to do something more chubby chic or kind of that way. I think it works wonderfully. Okay, and I was lucky enough that because I was not paying attention, but one did it all. So that's very nice. A nice piece since I was not paying attention. And I'm going to put my little die in here so I don't get it lost, because that would be very sad. Okay, so like I said, we need 4 pieces, and I have these already cut in. And that's what I was telling you. You see, it's not that bad, my eyeballing. And this is the first piece. And this is how we are going to create a forest scene kind of setting. So we're going to leave these here for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and decorate part of the front. Maybe not decorate, but at least get this, the paper are here. or the layers adhere, just because I feel that if we don't do that, it's much harder when it's already included in here, or the layers are included inside. So let's go ahead and put these layers. We're not going to do the whole thing. I completely agree, Judy. It's just, I was like, I need to, I mean, like, it's not going to work with the Stampin' Seal Plus. I tried to fix it the other day, lost like 30 minutes on it. And I was really upset about that, right? Because it's not like time is precious, but when I am here in my craft room, what I want to do is craft, right? Not trying to fix this. But we all know this. My OCD kicked in, and I'm like, I am going to fix this. It's going to work. It's absolutely, whoops, that did not work very well. It's going to work, and I'm going to fix it. And yes, it did not. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, no complaints here. I am just going to use it as a tear and tape, and it has worked wonderfully. And I do that for cooking all the time as well. Okay, I'm just going to add these peas, which again is just an eighth smaller. Guys, by the way, I have to tell you, I'm actually going to show you, because you guys are going to get a kick out of that too. I did watch a YouTube video, and look at this. Look at this bow. Man, I'm so proud of myself. I even have two into different colors because, well, A, I was practicing, and B, I was not sure which one I wanted. But I'm very proud of myself. I think I finally got it. I may not risk it on a live, but I will. I am very excited about that. So we'll decorate this later. Ching ching. Okay, let's move in here. What do we need? So I am actually going to use kind of what we were saying, no waste, right? I am going to use these beads, and we're going to put it in here as the bottom end, as the end of it. I am getting all my little pieces here because there's a lot of pieces, because Maria likes pieces, right? Like, it's not, the card can be very, very simple. I'll show you here in a minute one I did, and it was much simpler. So in order to glue this in the right place, I'm going to bring my last piece, so the piece that goes right next to it, and this will go like so. So I know that does the trick, right? I am actually not going to include anything in here. I'll show you the other ones. There's one that I did, but I think that in the end this was too small, and it's hard to see after all the layers. Let me put it like this. It's hard to see. But now that I'm seeing it, I am thinking I am going to put one of these cute owls in here. I have one owl that does not make a whole lot of, how would you call it, contrast. You guys know that I have my pieces because I love these sweet. So let's see what I actually have here that we can use. So I have another fox, and I think I'm going to put the fox in the middle, and we're going to do the same thing like we were doing. We're just going to make sure that this fox, it's centered. And I think we're going to need to cut a little bit of the fox tail so we can center her as best as we can within our, so there is where it needs to go. So I'm going to glue this. Oh my God, she is snoring, and it's pretty funny. Yes, thank you, Judy. But in this case, it's working well, right? Because this is these are our, what's the name of these things? The aspens, and these are the flowers. So I know this is okay in this case, but you are very right, Judy. You need to really pay attention to that when you're gluing this, or when you're making this. Okay, let me see. Here's the smallest one. I just don't, I got distracted. And we're going to go ahead and put her again. My little fox is there. And I'm going to use glue because I don't want to move that fox any further. So let's see. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to get her glued up. And this is, of course, not working. Why would it work, right? Oops. There we go. Okay. There it is. Now the glue is flowing. Okay, there she is. I'm going to do something, though. Okay, I'm making sure that I'm putting this in the right place since this is already defined. This is the top, right? But I am glad that I was. So, and now I'm just going to bring these, and I'm going to use glue just for cracks. And we're going to go ahead and glue it real quick, but I'm still going to bring this so I can see where she's at. I'm going to lower this a tiny bit, and there we go. Okay. And that tail is still a little too long, and so I'm just going to cut it, right? Nobody's going to see this area, really. And I'm going to cut it a tiny bit more. There we go. A couple of things or this one. I got you. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Thank you. I was not paying attention to that. Thank you very much, Judy. I got you. Judy is reminding me that this needs to be also has a direction, and we need to pay attention to that. I was probably doing this. Thanks, Judy. I appreciate that. Nothing like having friends looking out for you. So a few things that I didn't mention, and it's when you cut these, do make sure that they all that they all are exact. I'll tell you later what I mean and why it is important, but if you put this all together, they are all exactly. It took me a little bit, and if it's a piece that's a little longer for whatever reason, cut them. You'll see it when the card is done. Now, that said, I mean, you don't have to like go berserk about it, right? My first card, you can absolutely see it, and I still think it looks okay, right? I'm not completely like sad about it and going crazy about it. So I just think that it is important to do it, but don't get yourself like all psyched up about it. Now I am going to glue this with tear and tape. You guys know I love my tear and tape, especially for these, and I'm just going to go ahead and put my tear and tape in all of these, and we're going to need it. Actually, I should put it in both areas. Okay, let me do this. So I am just bringing my tear and tape and put it all in here. You can use glue if you feel, that it's going to be more complicated or that you need a little bit. Exactly, Judy. I completely agree. Judy is saying that we should always have each other's back. Be kind and be helpful. That is how we make this world much better. So you can use glue. I use for all of them tear and tape, and well, for some of them I use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I have to tell you guys, I did not need a whole lot of assistance with it. So use whatever you feel more confident with. So let's go ahead, and I know this takes some time, and it's just one of those things. I just trust the tear and tape a whole lot more. We're going to start with the smallest, of course, of them. And here it is. And we're going to just only take the side that we're going to glue on this side, so the left side, okay? And this is very simple, guys. You're going to love this because it's super, super simple. All we're going to do is I'm going to align this like that. I'm making sure you can see. Put this vertical. I'm going to get my little flap in here, and I'm going to align these so a little below the score line, because we know that if we put it down the score line, then it's going to be hard to close it. So a little below the score line, if my big head goes in front of you, it's because I can't see very well, and you guys know that. By the way, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Yay! With the eye doctor. So we are going to a little below here, making sure it's straight, and then looking up here and looking on. So looking on the top and on the bottom. And once you're feeling confident, you can glue it. And there's our first panel. So don't worry, because this is going to look like this. So our fox is still going to be in the middle. Okay. And now we bring the other one. And just like Judy say, pay attention to the pattern of your DSP, because it, would be awful. Although I guess you would not really be able to see, but those of us who do crafts, we don't like that, right? So I'm putting all my trash here away. Here we're going to go ahead and take the backing of the next one, and we're going to do this with every single one of them. So align right next to it, right? Can you see it well? Be mindful that it is on both. It's well within the limit on both sides. And there we go. We got 3 more, and yes, this is the next one. Sorry, guys, I was losing the track. We go with the next one, and this one kind of come off. We're going to do the exact same thing. So align there. Make sure it's straight. So obviously these, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring one of my blocks and put it there. Ta-da! Look at that magic. So these helps me as a straight line, right? The good news, if it's straight, it will be straight. All of them will be straight. If it's not straight, all of them will be crooked, and we'll be fine if that happens. And so again, using that as a guide, we're going to be mindful on the sides and glue. Blocks are multi-purpose too. And the last one. And again, just like Judy said, making sure that we don't glue the wrong place, glue it in the wrong direction. Here we go. Same thing. Align using the squirt area here, and using, being mindful on the sides. And that's our card, really. So this is just so much fun, because this is how this is going to look. And we'll decorate this, and you guys get a kick out of it. So the next step we're going to do, and I have my 2 pieces here. Let me go ahead and get this glued together. This piece is, let's see, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is exactly the same as our regular card, and this is just a 1/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add these. Making sure it's centered within those edges. It always takes me a little bit more when it's the 8th, when it's the 4th. And while we're going to go here, and we are going to align here and score at 2. I'm sorry, get in your trimmer, and we're going to score at the 2-inch mark. Okay. Not too hard, because we know this is, well, not too hard, but that was very, very weak. There's no marking there. This is DSP, and we don't want to break it, right? I guess that's, or tear it is the right word. Okay. We are going to get this fold, and we're going to bring our wonderful bone folder, and we're going to get that fold this way now. Okay. this is what we have. And what we're going to do now is this is going to go here. Okay, kind of like that. Like so. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to glue the right side first. It's much easier. This is exact, so we just have to align with the corners. I'm going to turn this a little bit like so because it would be easier for me to see these two corners, and make sure that they are all aligned. I was going to say perfectly, but that they are within good parameters instead of perfect, right? Okay. Let's see. It seems like it's decent enough. And now what we're going to do, so this is going to stick like so. And this is just going to go glued in here. That's what I was telling you, that it's pretty easy once you glue it on the other side. So let's go ahead and take those backings out. A little rebellious on this one, but we got it. Hey, be nice. Okay, we have one. We're just going to take all the backings at the same time. And, okay, we're going to hold them all together and just go ahead and push this all the way. And ta-da! Isn't that super simple? And there you go. That's your card, really. So what I was telling you about is when you get them cut as, you know, close, all those 4 panels more or less at the same level, they will not, they fit perfectly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you don't, then I'll show it to you. They may pop up on the sides here. That's your card. What you guys think? Isn't it super simple and cute? So I am going to bring this piece. This piece is 3 3/8 by 5 3/8. And we are going to use the other side. And we're just going to align this and center and glue. This is just an 1/8 smaller, as you guys can imagine, because I love my 8. And that's it. It's almost like a little book. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. So now we are going to bring all our friends here to decorate this. This is too big. So this is the actual stamp, and I cut it, but it's too big. So I've got one of the smaller bears. So I can put it in here or in here. I think that will do. And we are going to start decorating and having some good all fun with this. So I am just putting glue on the down under the feet, the claws, feet. It's simple. You know why I like it? Because it's simple. It's very simple to make. You can make this for, how you call this, for, you know, kind of like these cute cards. You can make them much more elegant. I have one. Yay, I made my Christmas one. So it's very cute because I'm really stuck in trying to get that defined. I'm going to bring one of the trees and I'm going to put it down here. Let's see. That will take out our fox. I didn't think of that. Hey, I can put my tree here, huh? I have a little piece of a tree because that's me, right? And maybe, no, that's too much. Fine. Know that. I have another little fox that I was thinking of putting somewhere. We'll see about the fox. But we have an owl, so we'll use our owl and we'll put our owl maybe up here. I think I want him on this side, that popping up like that. So I'm actually going to put a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom. And so we'll have him there. So there's our little owl. I have some of these trees, and these are the ones that are going to work perfect for this area. So I'm just going to put glue on the sides here. On one side is what I'm trying to say. And we are going to put one little of those trees in there. That is a little rebellious. Okay. I'm going to let it sit there for a minute or two. And I'm going to put another one on the lower layer, so right next almost to the fox, but down below, as much as we can down, okay? So we just create that idea of dimension and depth. Okay, that is a little harder to get, just because it's not a, there we go, Jesus Maria. It's not a full stamp, I guess is what I want to say. Not stamp, a full piece, like a solid piece. That's what I was trying to, that's the word I'm looking for. So we have, this is kind of how it will look. We have our owl here, we have our bear here. I kept thinking of this, but I don't think it's going to be worth it because it's just too big. And even if it covers that, yeah, it's just too big, which makes me think we can just cut these half and we'll get this halfway. Okay, let me remove that because it's a little rebellious. I'm going to cut half of this tree and we are going to put it in here like that. Yep, that works well, right? That looks good. What you guys think? The tree like that, which would be covered by the bear, but it just looks great. Okay, leaving one side without glue. Okay, isn't that super simple? Like, I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I am going to bring a little piece of cardstock. I'm not going to cut it. Oh, it's fine. Now I'm just going to cut a regular 3x2, which is, or not 3x3, 3.5x3 is what I'm going to cut. And this is, I'm just making up as I go. And this is going to be our piece here that we're going to work to write something for, if you want to write something on it, right? So super, super cute. I'm aligning it towards the top for a reason, and that is because I still have a few other cutouts in here that I can utilize. I can put one of the foxes just to keep up with this fox. A lot of foxes in this. Or, you know, I have more trees, so we can use more trees. I think I'm going to use these trees that I have here. Okay. Oops. And as you guys can tell, I absolutely mess it up all the time when it comes to glue. So I'm just going to put one tree up here. And since I have a few of them, I'm going to put another tree in here as well. And on the lower part. I'm really bad at. And I'm just putting them a little bit lower so it creates that idea of dimension too. There we go. And then you can write something here. I am not going to write right now or stamp it, although it is a thanks card, a thank you card. Okay. Isn't that super simple and easy and absolutely lovable? I'm in love with it, I have to say. The other thing, I did think about it, but I right, it is they will love it. I I think it needs a maybe ribbon in here. I did not put it. I did not think about it while I was making this card or conceiving the card, I guess. We can always try to make the hole here and glue it and then create something in the back or make a belly band because it does stay open. So I did not think about it for this one. But yeah, putting some ribbon in here would be probably better so you can tie it out and then it just gets opened. But that's what happens sometimes. So let's go ahead and get this decorated. So my thought, so you guys see this little owl here, it was part of what it is. So I decided I'm going to put my little bear there. So kind of covers our owl. We have a little thingy. I am so proud of little bow. I cannot tell you guys. And where is it? Okay. So we are going to use this first. This is already said. We're using the Mountains of Thanks in here to get this stamped. And yes, we are going to do some heat embossing. Let me put this. My God, my poor eyes are no longer able to see. I'm telling you, I shouldn't be doing this in, front of the camera. You guys probably like, Maria. So we're going to do a little heat embossing. It's not too complicated. You guys know that. But I like the idea of these in white. I really, really like that idea. So let's go ahead and bring our Versamark ink. I have my little pillow thingy here, so nothing sticks to it. I always forget the pillow. I don't know if it happens to you guys, but I always forget the pillow, and that drives me a little bit insane with myself. Now just making sure that it is all stuck. It looks it's stuck and it's straight-ish. Good enough. Good enough because we're here in our life and we're not going to try to make some miracles. Now let's go ahead and get this with white embossing. And if you're new to heat embossing, that's why that little pillow with powder is so useful because it takes away the static, and that way the powder, the embossing powder, stays where it needs to stay. One of the things I love about these is my little, I was going to say clippers. That's not the right name. Tweezers. Yay, I remembered. Okay, I'm off camera. I'm trying to heat these up real quick. I know it's loud. It should be warmed up in a few minutes. Okay, we're ready. I absolutely love heat embossing. Actually, one of the things I wish is that Stampin' Up! Had more colors and more options for heat embossing because I really like it. Okay, so now comes, the time for decision. I was wondering if we were going to use this. I am not sure yet. This belongs to the actual suite, and it's a little packet that brings the Old Olive and the Sahara Sand Twill combo is what it is, but it comes with it. So we have the possibility of using, that would be the Sahara Sound in the Sahara one in here. And then we put this like this and our friend there. What you guys think? I think that looks cute instead of the bow, in spite of how much I like my bow. So one of the things I love about some of these DSP, right? And although this will be late because I already should have not done it. So I think we're going to let the ribbon go. I don't know why I'm so bad using ribbon, guys. But I was saying something and I completely forgot completely lost my train of thought. Choo-choo. Let's glue this and maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, the DSP. I love that our DSP allows us to have so many cards that all you need is the paper, right? The paper makes it all on itself a beautiful, beautiful option. And same like here, right? It's just paper. All you need is the paper. So it's wonderful to have paper that is so useful. I'm so sad I was not able to use that. We're going to bring our mountains of thanks. I'm going to put it in here. I think I want it centered there. Yeah, centered there. Here are my... Oh, okay. That one's stuck there. My dimensionals. I love my dimensionals, you guys know. And I always put more than needed because, you know, I'm a dimensional lover. I just can't help it. I feel that it needs to be really, really sturdy. So I'm going to put it in there. Nope, I think I'm going to put it in here, actually. And then this is where I got those flowers. And I think that you can just put them in down below in here. Maybe not that one. Okay, this is too big. We'll use it low. So that die has, you can, let me bring it so it's clearer. You make this, you stamp these, you can color it of course, and then the die really almost cuts them completely. In this case, because I want them individual, I just chop a tiny bit. It was a tiny bit. And use, good idea, good idea. I'm liking that. So I am going to bring these flower. You know what? This flower is going to go in here actually. I like it there. And we are going to just glue the half of it, or in the middle. And so we have this beautiful flower, easy colored, nothing like over the top. And I am going to bring this flower. I want to use it somewhere. It's so beautiful, don't you think? It's just too big. So we may not be able to use it. I have another one of the little flowers, and we can put it in here just as a complement to that. And I like that. Okay. Let's see. Super. So let's say make a ribbon belly band and use your bow. Let's think about this. But you know, I am so dumb sometimes. I could have done this in here, and do the belly band. Maria. Anyways, too late for that. Yes, don't think about it, Maria. Don't think about it. Kind of, what are you suggesting? You know, I'm not sure I get what you're asking, what you're saying. It definitely needs something to get closed, but I didn't think of it. It really hurts my feelings when I don't think about it on my own. I should have just done that in here, and that would have been perfect. Oh well. We're going to leave it as is. I like the colors. I like it very much. Maybe later, because I would have to cut something for this side, right? And I have paper right here. Let's see if we are able to. We may be able to save this somehow. Okay, so I am going to cut a tiny piece, not too tiny. Let's see if it's going to work, guys. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. So what I'm going to do actually is put our Stampin' Seal Plus in here. And go ahead and put it in the middle here. Let me see. Okay, that will work. And ta-da! Hey, there's always a way. When there's a will, there's a way, huh? And I'm just going to cut a little piece for the back. And I'm starting to like not have a lot of the paper, which is great. I love being able to use my paper, but at the same time, it's sad, isn't it? It's just like, and it's square, so we're going to need. I'm just going to use this trees. And we said it's 5 3/8 by 5 3/8, right? So 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. And then actually the good news is we can actually put something in here if we wanted, right? So let me bring another piece of ribbon. And I know that I waste a lot of ribbon when I'm doing this, and that is mainly because I feel that, to make the bows or to close it, it just feels to me that it needs to be longer. That's probably my own inability to make bows and such, but I feel that it's much better. And I am not going to mat this just because we're doing this live. But let's go ahead and center this. It's an 1/8 smaller, so it's just a tiny bit. Make sure it's within the right proportion. I shouldn't try to say weird words in the middle of a live, huh? Okay. Okay. And there you go. And that's how you fix my mistake. And so you'll be able to tie it here. You'll have to show me to see what a ribbon belly band looks like. I am not sure. Like I can't understand it, but I just didn't want to risk it. So, okay. Ta-da! The last thing I want to do, it's putting some of these. I think I'm going to use the rustic metallic adhesives. I love look at those. Well, it looks like we're going to be using the gold ones in here because those came out on their own without anybody suggesting them to come out. I believe these are retired, but I just have them all together. And so, let's see. I'm going to put this one here. And that's your card, guys. Let me know if you like it. I think it's super cute. I love making cards that are simple and you can utilize what you have from the designer series paper. And you guys know I love that designer series paper. So here we go. We open and then we have our little forest all perked up in there. Okay, so that's our first card. So this is the first card I made. This is using one. It's in the annual catalog, and I absolutely love this one. And this is what I was telling you about. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little off there. Can you see it? I mean, by any means, it's not crazy, but if you make sure that they all are exactly the same, you may most likely be able to undo that. So this is just, oh, thank you, Susie. This is just the blended background. I'm using I'm using a lot of older and retired products in the extra cards I make because I have to use them, right? And I absolutely love this. This is well done. That's the stamp set, and I absolutely love it. And like you see, I mean, a lot of color. This is all fussy cut, not crazy. Ah, brilliant. I got you. That makes sense. Da Maria. So this is the first one I made. I really wanted to, and I really like these stamp set very much. So it's a little simpler, but I like it. And then the last one I did is this one. And this is using, oh my God, this paper is from 2 years ago. You see, yeah, from 2021. So I was just joining Stampin' Up. And I just decided to make a super soft Christmas card. And here we go. I'm going to put another piece of white in here to also write something. And this is just, again, trees decorated, a little gift, but super soft, super simple, beautiful card. I think that I may do what you're suggesting, Susie, for these two, but we'll see. I did create this frame using the decal rectangles. And this is what I was trying to say. See how this is a little bigger? When I use this seems to have more space, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it feels that the decal rectangles have less, how would you say, less vision towards the end. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm trying to say, but I was thinking I cannot really put something much in there. So in this case, I just use this designer series paper. And those are your 3 cards. Let me move all my little thingies. As you can tell, I absolutely agree. This needs a tie of sorts. So it could be a belly band, which would be awesome, or it could be just doing it this way. Whichever way. Please, guys, let me know which one you like the best if you are here for the replay. And let's see, anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Haha! Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me. I do appreciate you joining, you participating, and just having this fun conversation. The stamp set for this is Whimsical Trees. Whimsical Trees, I want to say. I put it away. I should have kept it outside. But I absolutely love this paper. And I am almost out of it. It is so sad. But I really want to start using my retired products because I was like, okay, no, I'm just going to use whatever paper we have available, right? So you guys can actually get it. But some of the people that watch the videos are Stampin' Up demonstrators anyways. So I just feel that you most likely will have this one. And the good news is if you don't have any of this, guess what? You will be able to use whatever paper you have, right? Even this one, this is all just blended, brush blended. And so very, very simple. And there's no need to get complicated here. I could have put any more animals here. I didn't think about that. But oh well, here we are. So guys, again, thank you so much for being here. Let me move up here. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you liked the cards. And a quick note, I do have... oh, thank you. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like this Christmas one very much. But I love the concept of the card. I love it. I was going to say I am trying to do my paper pumpkin kit alternatives. I think I did one last week. It was very cute. I was very happy with that one. It was alive. I did it boom, boom, out of the blur. I am sorry. I know that's not ideal because then you can't plan to be here if you want to. But it is where I'm at right now. And we'll try to get it there. I am doing lives for the paper pumpkin kit alternatives mainly because it just goes faster. If I do the video, I just do the video and it's gone. If I just videotape it instead of going live, then I have to edit the video and so forth, right? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's just Gigi. What's your name? Because I'm assuming it's like your name is with a G, but then it's your last name. I am assuming. Well, let me know. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you like the cards. What else? I think that's all. Um, it's simple card, easy to make, but it has that super cool wow. I love it. Guys, if you need anything, whatever, just send me an email to Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com. And I do wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening if you're in the live, or of your week if you're just watching the replay. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and goodbye. Ooh, nice name.